Good morning, Real Life Kids and Youth. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us this morning for Messy Prayer. We miss you so much and we can't wait to see your faces when we get to meet back together again. Today we've reached the end of our brilliant series Teach Us to Pray, and we have learnt so much about prayer by looking at what Jesus taught us. I hope that you know that you can talk to God at any time and in any place. I hope that you know that God is always there and he always hears you. As soon as you start to speak, he is listening and he hears every single word. I hope that you know that God is faithful to answer you. Sometimes he says yes, sometimes he says wait, and sometimes he says no. And it can be really hard to understand why he says no at the time. But we can choose to trust him because we know that he loves us and we know that he is good. I hope that you know that your prayers are powerful, that the things that you speak change things because you are talking to the one who holds all of the power. We have learnt to pray in different ways. We've learnt that you can pray quietly and that you can pray out loud. I've learnt that I can write my prayers down, and I'm doing that more often. We have learnt that there are different types of prayer, that we can thank God and celebrate all that he is doing and all that he has done. That sometimes we need to say sorry for the things that we get wrong and when we mess up. God also talks to us. When we stop and we listen, we can hear his voice, and that is incredible. At the end of this series, we hope that you are feeling more comfortable and confident to pray on your own, to have a go at praying out loud and pray with other people. Real Life Kids and Youth, when you pray, I want you to keep it real, keep it simple, and keep it up. Like I said right back at the beginning, today is Messy Prayer. And on a mail out, you've received 10 different activities all around prayer for you to have a go at home with your families this morning. And I'm just going to talk you through a couple of them so that you know what to do. So the first one that I'm going to talk to you about is making the letters P-R-A-Y, pray. And you can make those letters with different things. I asked my boys to have a go. And here's Caleb's. He made pray using stationery. Here's Owen's. He had a go at making the letters using cutlery. You could have a go at using those things, or you could get out into your garden and use sticks and leaves and flowers. Check it's okay for you to pick them. Or you could have a go at making the letters with Lego, or you could have a go at making them with socks, but make sure they're nice and clean, not stinky and dirty. Or you could have a go at making them using food. I think biscuits would work really well, or crisps. Check with a grown-up that that's okay first. But my challenge to you this morning is, can you remember what those letters stand for? P-R-A-Y. The other activity that I'm going to talk to you about is making a prayer stone. And I had to go at that myself because I was really excited about it and it was something I really wanted to do. So I went out into the park and I chose a couple of stones that I really liked the look of, and I brought them home. And I'll show you what I've done to them, and then I'll talk to you about what I did. So this is the first one, and it says pray. And this is the second one, and it says praying for you. So what I did was I brought the stones home and I chose to paint them. I used white paint like you would use on a wall, and I painted them a couple of times. So I painted them once, let them dry, and then I painted them again. I chose white, but you could choose any paint, any colour that you like, or you don't have to use any paint at all. I chose to use white because I wanted the colours to stand out more. And then once they were dry, I drew out my designs and the letters on my rocks, and then I went over them with Sharpies. Now you don't have to use Sharpies if you haven't got them. You could use fabric pens if you've got those, or you could use felt tips or crayons. See what works and what you've got in your house. This one I chose to decorate with circles and dots, but you can choose your own pattern. It says pray on it, and I'm going to keep this one and I'm going to put it somewhere in my house, and whenever I see it I'm going to remember that I can pray to God at any time and in any place. This one I decorated with stars, and it says praying for you. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to hide it for someone to find, and I'm going to pray over this stone, and I'm going to pray that the person who picks this up is really blessed by it. I'll pray that it's going to make them smile, and I'm going to pray that it brightens their day. So you can have a go at making one of those rocks or both of them, whichever you like, and you can decorate them in different ways. I hope that you have lots of fun this morning, trying out different ways to pray and connect with God, and I hope that you hear him too. Look out for the other videos from Melanie and Anna and Charlotte. They're going to talk you through some more of the activities. The last thing that I need to say to you, real life kids and youth, is to wash your hands and stay close to Jesus. Take care. See you soon. Bye.
Hi, real life kids. I hope that you're having loads of fun doing messy prayer. For this activity, we're going to do some button or Lego prayers. So what you need to do is get together a load of buttons like I've got here, or a load of Lego bricks. Choose a button or a Lego brick that you want to use to help you to pray. How many holes does your button have? Or how many bumps has your Lego brick got? Think of and say thank you to God for this number of things. What colour is your button or your brick? Think of something that is the same colour and say thank you to God for it. Find another button or brick that are the same colour. Say thank you to God for families. Ask God to bless them, to help them to live together, and to help them to love each other well. Then find two buttons or two bricks that are different colours. Thank God that he made each of us different and that he gave all of us different gifts. Then swap your button or your brick with someone else. Ask God to bless them and to give them a really good week. Buttons are used to fasten clothes. Ask God to bring together people who have fallen out or who have moved apart. Ask God to bring his peace. Or you could build a tower or make a structure with your Lego bricks. Thank God for church and for communities that we get to live in. Pray that he will help us to include others and to know that they are loved and valued. Hope you have lots of fun. Hi real life kids, I hope that you're having loads and loads of fun with messy prayer. For this next activity, we're going to have a go at listening to God. So you need to find a tray or something that you can put some different items on, and then get everybody in your house to find 5 different things to put on the tray. So I found some sunglasses, a lollipop, a shell, a plug, and Finding Dory on DVD, which, by the way, is an excellent lockdown movie. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend you watch it. So have a look at all the different things that you have put on your tray. Ask God to speak to you about one of the objects. Then sit quietly and listen. What does he say? Maybe you might want to have a go at speaking it out and telling the other people in your house what God has spoken to you about. Have loads and loads of fun listening to God.
Hello, real life kids and youth. Welcome to Messy Prayer. I am going to talk you through what we are calling the sorry prayer. So the first thing that you need to do for this activity is to make a cross. Now you could make your cross out of paper, you could make it out of card, you could make it out of sticks and twigs and put them in the shape of a cross, you could make it out of Lego. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to make a cross out of, you go for it. I've made mine out of some cardboard. It was an Amazon box that I've just cut out in the shape of a cross and then put some dots on it to make it look pretty. There we go. So when you have your cross, put it somewhere where you can see it, and the next thing that you need to do is cut out some heart shapes. So mine are quite small because I use a little heart shaped punch. Can you see that? And you need to write on your hearts the words I am forgiven. So cut out some hearts, write on them I am forgiven, and then place them in a little bowl in front of the cross. I can't show you that because I haven't got enough hands to do everything, but you take your hearts, you put them in a bowl in front of your cross, okay? The next thing you need to do is you need to get a post-it note or a small piece of paper, and you need to think of something that you want to say sorry to God for, something that you want to ask him to forgive you for, and you write it on your post-it note. I've got some pretty flower-shaped post-it notes. Write down the thing that you want to say sorry for and stick it on the cross. And then when you've done that, from the bowl in front of your cross with your hearts, you take one of the hearts which says, I am forgiven, to remind you that when we say sorry to God, he always, always forgives us. So take the heart that says, I am forgiven, to remind you that when we say sorry to God, he forgives us. And if you want to, you can stick it on you to remind you even more. Okay, have fun with the sorry prayers. Right, real life youth and kids, I'm going to walk you through the active prayer. So there's some words that you say and there's some actions that you do while you're saying the words that your grown-ups will have written down if you want to remind yourselves. But I'm just going to walk you through that and show you what that active prayer looks like. I tried to get Zach and Esme to do it and show you, but we had all sorts of fun and they just weren't being very cooperative. So you've got me, I'm afraid. So you start by taking 3 deep breaths with your body relaxed, with your arms by your side. So breathe in and out 3 times. God, you are above all things. You are below. Bend down and touch your toes. You are inside. God, you are all around. I worship you. I give my life to you. I love you with all that I am. And you finish by taking another 3 deep breaths with your body relaxed, your arms by your side. And that's your active prayer. Have fun.
Hello, real life kids and youth, it's Melanie here. I hope you are enjoying Messy Prayer and having lots of fun in your homes today. I've got a couple of crafts for you to make, so I am making cupcake case angels. Say that quickly, cupcake case angels. I am making cupcake case angels, and they're on a peg, and you can make the angels using cupcake cases, pegs, bit of card and a pipe cleaner. These are all found in your brown craft bag. If you didn't get a brown craft bag, please don't worry. Just find bits and pieces from around your home, okay? And the second thing that I'm making are the superhero lolly sticks. So the angels are to clip by your bed somewhere to remind you that God watches over you even when you sleep. So as you lie down to sleep, you can say to yourself, I know that you watch over me. and you can lie down peacefully. And your superhero lolly sticks are so that you can write the name of someone, put it somewhere in your house, so someone you love, someone you care about, and when you see this, you can pray for them. So let's have a go at the cupcake case angels. I can't believe I picked this craft. Cupcake case angels. So in your bag, why don't you find me a peg? So you're going to need a peg, you're going to need your cup cases. So you should have some plain ones and some coloured ones. Don't worry if you don't have a bag. So just cut up some cardboard, cut up some paper, cut up some newspaper, cut up some magazines. Anything that looks a little like this will be fine. So take your peg, take one of your coloured cup cases, and you simply want to fold it in half like that and in half again. So you should end up with something like that. What I would do is put a little smear of glue there and then stick it together so you've got a nice little triangle like that. And then at the top of the triangle, add another dab of glue and simply stick it on your peg. You want your peg up this way, so simply stick it about halfway up your peg, and you've got the beginnings of your cupcake case angel. If you can take a white cupcake case, fold it in half again, pop a little bit of glue in the corner again just to secure your triangle, and then give your angel one wing. So you're literally going to put a little bit of glue again on the point of your triangle like that, and then stick it on. So you should have something that looks a little something like that. And then take another white cupcake case, fold it in half again, and then pop a little bit of glue in the corner just to hold that securely, a little bit of glue on the top there, and then stick your other wing on. You should have something that looks a little something like that. Okay, still got your peg? Excellent. Then you need to cut out a white circle from some card in your box and pop a smiley face. You can draw around the lid of something in order to get a circle. I've got a circle punch, but you can do whatever you like. And then draw yourself a smiley face. So she needs, or he, 2 eyes and a mouth, just like that. And then take your glue stick, pop a little bit of glue in the middle, and then pop that just there, like that. So you should have a face, 2 wings and a body. Now what's left is your halo. So in your bag, have a little look and see if you can find a pipe cleaner. Chop your pipe cleaner in half and then just wind a little circle to the top of your halo like that. So it should look a little something like that. And then tie that on your peg. And it doesn't really matter how you do that, to be honest. I've just wrapped it round the back of the peg. You might need a little bit of a hand from your grown-up for this bit. It's a tiny bit fiddly. Oh, my face has fallen off. And there we go, your cupcake case angel. This is to go by your bed to remind you that while you sleep, he watches over you, his angels watch over you, they are praying for you. So it's just to remind you that while you lie down to sleep, God is there too. And then the next one is your superhero lolly stick. So find a lolly stick. The ones in your bag are plain, so I'd love you to colour them in. Do them stripy, colour them in all one colour. It doesn't really matter. Wrap a pipe cleaner around it, whatever you like. Jazz up your lolly stick. So mine's green. You then need to take a piece of paper or card out of your bag. I went for this blue. You might go for a red and an orange, and cut yourself a large triangle. Again, you might need your grown-up to help with this one. And on one side of your lolly stick, pop on some glue, just like that. You see that? And then stick your cape on like that. And you want the lolly stick visible and the cape behind, like that. You then need to cut out a rectangle, okay? Just a rectangle from a piece of paper. So I'm going to go, why don't we go for a bit of yellow? I'm going to go for a bit of yellow. Cut out a rectangle, not too big, big enough to put a couple of googly eyes on. You should have some googly eyes in your bag. Remember, if you don't have a bag, just simply take a pen and draw yourself on some eyes. There we go. I've done my eyes a little bit crazy, but I'm sure that's fine. And then pop a little bit of glue in the middle of that and stick that towards the top of your lolly stick, like so. And you can decorate the cape. You've got loads of stickers in your bag, or grab some felt pens. You can design the cape, pop stickers down here, pop stickers in the middle. You can go sticker crazy, to be honest. And then somewhere on the cape, I would probably do it down the bottom there, is just write someone's name. Someone who you consider in your life to be a bit of a superhero. And they might just do kind things for you. They might look after you. They might be someone that you know who lives on your road, or they might be one of your teachers or nursery teachers, or they might be someone from college, or whoever it is. Write their name down and then pop this somewhere where you're going to see it, and make sure that you say thank you to God for that person and ask him to bless them. So that's it from me. I've got a cupcake case angel who will watch over you while you sleep, and you can remember to pray and ask God to watch over you while you sleep and give you great dreams. I pray that every night over my boys. I say to them, I hope that God gives you amazing dreams. I hope that he repairs your body while you're sleeping, and I hope that he reminds you that you're really loved. And so you might want to pray something like this. And for your lolly stick superhero, just pray a blessing over them. Just say thank you, and God, please bless them. And that's it from us for today. We really do hope you've enjoyed this series. We have had so much fun praying with you. We had no idea we were going to go into lockdown, but I actually think that God knew that, and he knew one of the things real life kids and youth would need to know is how to pray. They need to know how to speak to him and how to connect with him on their own and with other people. They need to know how to do that. So I hope that you have learnt loads about praying, but I tell you what, real life kids and youth, my biggest prayer is that you connect with a Saviour who loves you, who made you and knows you, and that you get to know him really well. So all that's left for me to say is wash your hands and stay close to Jesus.